Now there's me, and I almost forgot. I almost started doing this video critique, which is running really long, by the way. I've got to get quicker at this, so I'll be doing them much quicker in the future. I apologize for running over time here, really over time. So yeah, can't forget me. I need to put my photos up and pick them apart as well, and I'm gonna go through them and say what I liked and didn't like about them, and what I would change about them. And I added a few more because not to show off more of my work, but because there were some shots that I took that I was happy with what I was trying to do, but I wasn't happy with how they turned out. So something I liked at the time, but then when I looked at them later, thought, no, that didn't really work. So I wanted to comment on that, and also add a few tips as well. So let's take a look at the first one here. Okay. Yeah, the bookshelf downtown. This is a shot that I think I've actually taken before, but I couldn't find it, so I had to go take it again. I liked turning it in black and white, so you could actually the bookshelf sign, books, film, music, food, everything can really pop. So I really do dig this angle, down, low, wide, up, looking up, being able to get the everything, both sides, the bookshelf on either sides in. Yeah, sorry, I dig it. It's very difficult talking about my own work, I guess. And this was a detail that I saw as I was walking around. Again, something that I don't really notice until you actually start to look for little features everywhere on buildings. This is something that I just saw in a random building downtown that just spoke to me. However, when I took it, I like the contrast. I like the grunge. I like the message. You are loved. The pattern of the three flower petals all in a line. It's a little off, so I was off. So I need to take the time, be more patient with my shots, so I can make sure that they are properly composed and they're aligned properly. They're not tilted one way or another. See, I even like this little spray of what looks like blood. I hope it's not. But it being off, really, you notice it because you've got this line running right down the center. So that throws it off for me. So that's one thing I was disappointed about. I won't fix it because, again, I prefer not to. It is what it is. Just next time, I'll know better. And by the way, for anybody who's interested, I shoot with a 60D. This was with my Tamron 17-50 f2.8 lens. And for a lot of these, I was shooting, you can see my settings here, slow shutter speed, slowish. For most of these, it was f7.1 or f13 or f22. ISO brought right down because you've got plenty of daylight. Take advantage of that. Bring that ISO right down. And yeah, so this one here, this was one of the ones that I was disappointed with because I saw that there was some barbed wire running, and so I was trying to compose this, the barbed wire kind of stretching across the building. But now looking at it, first of all, the barbed wire gets lost. It's dark red barbed wire against a dark red building. It doesn't pop out. It just doesn't do for me what I wanted it to do. This is after processing a little bit. And there's mostly dead space here. It turned out pretty bland. And it's a pretty bland building. It's a challenge to make a bland building look really cool, and I thought I was doing something cool here. But looking back on it, wasn't really happy with it. Probably would have. I don't know if I would have done something different. Yeah, I probably just wouldn't have even taken this. It didn't really work. Thought it would, didn't. Lesson learned. Again, this is an example of I saw something because I took a few turns that I don't normally take downtown. I saw this. Actually, I have seen this before, but this is an area that is pretty private. It's not as there's not a lot of traffic running through it, so you would miss this unless you went looking for something like this. This is actually this is still downtown Guelph, which from the look of it, it doesn't look like it. It looks kind of like looks like almost like somewhere out in the country, kind of unless the snow coming to the ground, it doesn't quite give it away that there's pavement under there. But this is downtown, urban landscape Guelph, and this shot just doesn't look like it. It looks like a place at a time, and that's the beauty of Guelph. That's the beauty of downtown Guelph. Yeah, this shot didn't fully do for me what I wanted it to do, but I like how out of place it looks. In the, if you, know what downtown Guelph looks like, it looks out of place. For me, anyways. What do you guys think? This is another example of looking for details, so not a whole building, but just looking at a part of a building that you normally would just walk right past and not give any attention to. Again, this doesn't totally do it for me because I just wanted to get this big long icicle from the heavens. Kind of looks like it's stretching down from the sky, coming right across the right down over and the building. I really like the look of it, and I really like the look of this corner with all the wires just coming out of everywhere. I cut this off here, and I kind of regret that a little bit, but I wanted this to be dead center, so I did what I wanted to do with it. But I don't know. What do you guys think? This one here. Okay, this one I was trying to go for across the street, just flat on. Try to get this shot as flat as possible against the wall of the bookshelf. I really like taking pictures of the bookshelf for some reason. It's a really great place too. So what doesn't work for me though is I like how the contrast again of this sign in black and white just pops right out. Again, though, it's not properly lined up, so that's a problem that's an issue I think that I have with some of my photos where I don't take the time to make sure it's properly aligned. Find a line in your scene, either the horizon or the edge of the building or something. The sign right here. This should have been really easy for me to orient properly to the camera, but I fudged that one up. Plus, these cars here, they're parked here. There's nothing I could do about them. If I had the means to, I would have gotten a little higher so I could shoot over them, or just waited for them to move. I don't know, but it does mug me that they edge into the frame. I wouldn't frame up because this wouldn't be dead center, which was what I was going for, and also you'd start to lose some of this stuff down here, bookshop, green room, cinema, and I don't want to do that. This is a perfect example of why I take my camera everywhere. You never know when you're going to find that shot. This was when I was in Toronto, and I was in Toronto for a conference, and we met up with some friends, went out for dinner afterwards, and they picked the spot. And they picked, I forget the name of the restaurant, but it was on the 3rd or 4th or 5th floor of a building that they chose to eat out on the balcony, which was freezing, by the way. You know you're Canadian when. It was absolutely freezing, but we sat out there and drank our beer, ate our food anyways, and it was just the right moment. There were some shots of this before where the sun was just still hanging there, and so it had that Eye of Sauron effect where it's just this big flare in the sky. But I just stopped, and rather than socialize with the group, I took a number of shots, and it was at that point where, every minute the landscape was changing. Every minute you could actually see the sun going down. So 1 second the sun, the sky was bright, it was still day. 2 minutes later, boom, sun's gone, and you get this nice burnt sky look. I was really happy to get this. Threw it into Lightroom, processed it a little bit to bring some of the colors out, the contrast and whatnot. But I really, really dug this shot. This one was f/80, f/13, ISO 1000 because it was I was losing a lot of light. And it was pretty underexposed, but that was what I was going for. I really liked shooting right down the street and just seeing the sun reflected in all these buildings here. So I'm kind of cheating. It's not quite an architecture shot. It has buildings in it, so I'm going to call it an architecture shot. That was my focus. I wanted to see the effect of the sunset in the center of all these buildings. So screw you. It's an architecture shot. But yeah, there we go. That is, wow, that was a lot. I didn't think that it was going to take that long to go through that, but that was a lot. Thank you for sticking through and for watching the video critique. I hope you guys got something out of this. I'll wrap this up quickly because I know I'm running right over time. Oh, sorry, almost forgot. I get to give up the next challenge. So for the next challenge, I know that for the first challenge, it was a bit of a challenge to give you guys architecture, to send you out there and probably give you guys a challenge to do something that you don't normally do, take pictures of buildings and stuff like that. It's not something that every photographer does. So that one was a bit of a stretch for the first challenge. So for the second one, I wanted to try the reverse. So for this challenge, you guys get to stay inside. This one's a little bit easier. You don't have to take a trip outside. Stay inside, because I want you to take pictures around your house. And it's not going to be as simple as that. What we're looking for, and actually give yourself little tiny projects of what to do. I want you to go around your house and actually find unique, fascinating little features around there. Don't just take pictures of your room or just anything. I want you to really look for those parts of your house that you're okay with taking a picture and getting it posted around here. You just find those really unique parts of your house that actually show off patterns that can be really fascinating when you shoot them like up close with a macro lens. Make it look fascinating. Gather up some objects in your house. Try to set up a little something. Either try to find things naturally in your house that are just presented for a photo shot, or give yourself a little project and go around and find some objects that, when put together, form a good shot. Find if you have any collections of anything that take a picture of something that you collect. Take a picture of what else could you take a picture of? I don't know. Arrange some food in your kitchen. Try to find some things in some rooms that you don't normally pay too much attention to. And I'm looking for smaller details here. So we went big with architecture, so go smaller with household. So that's the next challenge. Household, that's the next SharpCoat photo challenge. Go at her. I'm going to release a few more details and tips throughout the week for you guys. So pay attention to follow me on Twitter at Merc_media. And what you can do is check out the website for, oh, hello, ooh la la. Check out the website for more shots. Head over to the blog over Schna, and you'll see a post for this week's upcoming challenge, which is household, and more details and tips and tricks for you to follow for that challenge. And also the submission date and rules for that for this week. And also head over to people who participated in the past week's challenge, and also people who are jumping in and would like to give some feedback on some of the shots that we went over. Go head over to the SharpCoat Photography Facebook page, hit like, and I'm going to be putting up all these photos into one contained folder on here for you to go check out. And you can comment and leave constructive criticism for each photo. That would be great. Each of the photographers who participated as well, comment on what you liked from all of your other fellow SharpCoat photographer people, and that way everybody can jump in, give some feedback to everybody. Let me know what you disagreed with in my video critique here, and I'm looking forward to the next photo challenge. So household, make it happen, stay inside, keep warm, see you guys next time.